So, picture this. I'm crouched over a computer in a dimly lit office, heart pounding like it's trying to break free, fingers hovering over keys that don't belong to me, and then, bam, a voice cuts through the dark like a knife. "What the hell are you doing on my system, Lena?" It's Victor Ramsey, CEO of Nextlify, this tech empire in downtown Seattle, staring me down like I just stole his car. I'm just a night shift cleaner, supposed to be wiping down desks, not poking around their servers. But I saw something code moving in ways it shouldn't, like a ghost in the machine, and I couldn't just walk away. I try to explain, my voice shaking. "Mr. Ramsey, I was just the system. It was being hacked remotely. I swear I saw it." But before I can finish, his hand flies across my face. A slap so sharp it echoes like a gunshot. My cheek burns, my pride burns hotter, and he's already barking. "Get out. Lena, now you don't touch what's not yours." I'm clutching my cleaning rag, tears stinging, trying to say I was stopping a breach, not starting one. But he's not listening. He's already turned away, reaching for the intercom, ready to erase me. I whisper, "Just look at the code, please," and back toward the door, heart breaking not just from the sting on my face, but from being invisible again. But then something shifts. Victor glances at the screen, and his breath catches. The code's clean, tight, familiar. 6 months ago, Nextlify's servers nearly tanked, but an anonymous patch signed LB saved everything. He'd hunted for that coder, and now here it is, staring him in the face, written by me, the janitor. His eyes flick to me, not fury anymore, but something else, confusion, maybe respect. "You wrote this?" he asks, voice softer now. I nod, barely breathing. "Lena Brooks, that's me. LB was my initials on the patch." Silence hangs heavy, and I'm half expecting him to fire me anyway. But instead he says, "Tomorrow, noon, my office, no more hiding." Next day, I'm sitting in his office, still in my faded uniform, the bruise on my cheek hidden under cheap makeup. Victor's pacing by the window, Seattle's skyline glittering behind him, and he's drilling me. "Why didn't you tell anyone you could code like this?" I swallow hard, because no one would have believed me, and the last time I tried, it cost me everything. I tell him about my old job at Cypher Tech, where I found a billing scam, tiny transactions siphoned off to some exec's offshore account. I reported it, quietly, like a good soldier, and a week later, I was out, badged, deactivated, blacklisted, labeled a risk. I had a kid to feed, Jamal, so I took whatever work I could, scrubbing floors, staying invisible. Victor listens, doesn't interrupt, just nods, and when I'm done, he says, "You shouldn't be cleaning floors, Lena." I laugh, dry. "Tell that to every HR in this city." He hands me a badge, not a janitor's, but a consultant's, for cybersecurity. I'm stunned, but the world doesn't pause to celebrate. Enter Paul Decker, Nextlify's COO, a guy who looks at me like I'm gum on his shoe. He corners me in the server room one evening, his voice dripping venom. "You think you're slick, sneaking into our systems, playing hero? You're a liability. Lena, one whisper of your past, and our contracts are toast." I hold my ground. I'm here to fix things, not break them. But he leans in. "Victor might buy your sob story, but I don't. You'll be gone by next quarter." My hands shake as he walks away, and I'm right back to that old fear they'll bury me again. But I don't quit. I pour everything into my work, building an AI defense system that doesn't just block threats, it learns them, like a bloodhound sniffing out trouble. I'm presenting it to the team, sketching diagrams, when Victor pulls me aside. "The board wants you to lead this. Lena, you've earned it." I'm floored, but then the news hits. Some anonymous blog drops a hit piece. Nextlify hires shady ex-hacker. My past is twisted, my photo plastered online, and suddenly everyone's looking at me like I'm the enemy. Even my teammate Sarah, who I thought had my back, won't meet my eyes. I'm spiraling, sitting alone in my apartment, Jamal asleep on the couch, when Victor shows up with takeout grilled cheese, my favorite. He looks wrecked, says, "I froze in the boardroom. Lena, I let them run with the story because I was scared of the fallout." I want to scream, but he keeps going. "I'm done being quiet. Tomorrow, we tell the truth." The press conference is chaos, cameras flashing, reporters murmuring. Victor steps up, voice steady. 6 months ago, Lena Brooks, a night shift cleaner, saved this company with code we couldn't replicate. She's not a risk, she's our future. I take the mic, heart hammering, and say, I wrote in the dark because no one saw me, but I'm done hiding. I'm here to protect, not destroy. The room erupts, and for the first time, I feel seen. Backstage, Sarah smirks. You own that room, Lena. Later, I'm walking Jamal through Pike Place, fish flying overhead, and he's grinning. Mom, you're on TV. Miss Carter at school says you're a hero. I laugh. Just doing my job, kid. He asks if we're still poor, and I say, not in the ways that matter. But it's not over. A week later, we find proof Paul Decker planted a backdoor in my system, using my credentials to cover his tracks, trying to tank Nexlify for a rival. I expose him in a boardroom showdown, logs projected, his smug face crumbling as federal agents walk him out. The board votes unanimously. I stay, and my AI system, the Brooks Protocol, goes live. That night, I tuck Jamal in, his crayon drawing of me in a cape pinned above his bed. I'm not a superhero, but to him, I'm close enough. So, what do you think? Was I right to keep fighting, or should I have walked away when the knives came out? Drop a comment. Tell me your take. Have you ever had to prove yourself against the odds, or seen someone else get silenced unfairly? Let's talk about it.